GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP, Suresh Prabhu, former Union Minister of Power from the Shiv Sena, Sudhindra Bhadoria of the BSP. Mayawati is very angry. Derek O'Brien of the Trinamool Congress and Sanjay Jha of the Congress Party. Welcome. Gaurav Bhatia joining that debate from the Samajwadi Party. Okay, let's go to Mr. Suresh Prabhu first. Mr. Prabhu, what did in your view, because Narendra Modi didn't tell me, what did he mean by saying that aggression can also be a strategy? I don't know if you saw that interview or the exact comment, but he said this aggression in the election phase can also be a strategy to keep the door open.
By everybody, Arnab, the interview was watched by everybody.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Now tell me what he meant.
See, one of the things that he said, one of the things that he said was, it is very unprecedented that none of the major political parties, whether it's BJP or Congress, has been able to get 25 pre-election allies. This is a very significant statement he was trying to make in terms of where everybody was saying that Mr. Modi is a divisive figure. Because Modi is now the Prime Minister candidate, forget anybody else, but even no single ally will come to NDA. But just look at it. It is unprecedented that he got so many allies before even the election was done. So what he was trying to say was
Prabhu, I want to ask you just one question. Mr. Prabhu, this is Sanjay Jha here.
There is a
Mr. Prabhu, I'm just going to interrupt you for 1 minute. Out of the 25, how many parties are represented in Parliament? Now, out of the 25, how many parties are represented in Parliament today? Since you claim this historic alliance is with Mr. Modi, how many of the 25 are represented in Parliament today?
But you look at it, all 25 parties will be in the Parliament tomorrow. All 25 parties will be in the Parliament tomorrow. See, that is very important, is that we are talking about past, he's talking about future.
No, but
he's talking about the parties which will actually form the government next time.
Okay, let's get the interpretations.
And these are the parties who represent very different interest groups in India.
Let's get the interpretations from several, including the affected party, which is the Trinamool Congress.
He's saying
the Trinamool Congress is the most affected party. The Trinamool Congress is most on the defensive. And the Trinamool Congress is therefore also trying to sound most on the front foot today. The operational word is trying to sound, because the question which I asked Mr. Modi on whether he should have kept the door open was in the context of Mamata Banerjee, and he responded by saying that can also be a strategy to keep the door open, you know. Tell us, what did he mean, Derek O'Brien? Was he giving away something?
So what he meant was...
Arnab, what do I know what he meant?
He's talking about
I
your
have
party.
no clue. You did the interview. You were in such good form. You were in such good form yesterday. Now you want me to interpret his words. You ask his spokesperson to do that, or no?
No, forget my form. Why are you in poor form? Why don't you tell me what he meant?
You are not asking me a question.
I'm asking you a simple question. Tell me what he meant when he said that.
How can... What do I know and what do I care? What do I know? What do I care? I'm not sitting down and analyzing his interview.
Is there some arrangement?
The only arrangement we have, the Trinamool Congress, of course we have an arrangement. We have an arrangement, we have an understanding with the people of Bengal who've seen the work we've done in the last 3 years, and they're going to be very generous with us again on Monday at the elections. That's the only arrangement we have.
What did he mean, GVL Narasimha Rao? Tell us. Because it's a very loaded comment.
No, I think he was very clear. I think he repeatedly mentioned to you that the pre-poll NDA will secure a minimum of 300 seats. We are not saying, this is not just wishful thinking. We are monitoring the election, and I suppose you are also doing it. And these are the numbers that our own internal assessments based on scientific ground level assessment show. We are very confident of winning more than 300 seats for the pre-poll alliance.
No, if you are, and let's get everyone in. If you are, therefore, the logical question will be, if you are, and you are so confident...
He told you, Arnab, he told you the numbers are not required to form the government. We have sufficient numbers to form the government on our own. But running a government is different from forming a government. I think that's the distinction that he made, and he was, I think, repeatedly mentioning it to you. Even if a party has one MP, I would still want to work with them. While running the government, we would like to take everyone along. I don't believe in any untouchability. We believe in taking every party along. I want to just jog your memory to 2004, when a party, Samajwadi Party, finished as the third largest party with a contingent of 36 MPs, but it was still not a part of the UPA, and UPA told them, we don't need your support, and they were even insulted. And we don't want to practice such activities. I think what Mr. Modi was trying to say was, we have the numbers, but we will take everyone along.
First of all, we are not.
I want to respond to Mr. Rao's confidence statement, Arnab. The entire Varanasi Dharna drama, the entire Nautanki is a manifestation that the BJP is extremely
We are not talking about Varanasi.
No, 1 minute, I'll tell you why. When the players begin to blame the referee, you can be rest assured that the BJP knows it is already down a slippery slope and is headed on a progressive downside.
No, I think
so
the whole
all your
nation
confidence
knows.
here is rather exaggerated.
There is a rationale behind this.
On the 16th, we'll get to know. On the 16th, we'll get to know. It's a matter of a week anyway.
No, my question is, I want to really understand what people mean. I want to understand whether Derek O'Brien genuinely says what he means.
Well, he called Mr. Modi the butcher of Gujarat.
Yeah,
so if the TMC is going to get into an alliance with the butcher of Gujarat, to quote him, I mean, that will be the ultimate model grandstanding gone astray.
Just a minute. You say Derek O'Brien called Narendra Modi the butcher of Gujarat. Yes, he did. But Derek O'Brien is from the same party, which was part of the NDA in 2002. Derek O'Brien was from the same party and under the leadership of the same person who allowed voting in favor of the National Democratic Alliance during the censure motion over the Gujarat riots in 2002. So when the opportunity came for Mr. Derek O'Brien's party to keep the BJP in the dock, they chose to back him. And now,
absolutely not.
Well, this is historical fact. What absolutely not? I'm stating facts.
I'll tell you what the historical fact. I'll tell you the historical fact first. Before answering your historical fact, let me correct the current fact, which Mr. Sanjay Jha said, that because the players are now blaming the referee means they're in trouble. So is the Congress, so is the BJP, so is the left. They are blaming the EC in Bengal. They also must be in trouble in Bengal now, because they're also blaming the referee.
That's not even what I asked you anyway. If you want to deflect the question, you can.
I'm answering your question. I'm not deflecting. Or no, I'm not deflecting. I'm not deflecting any question. Trinamool Congress is not interested in staying at any point in any government which becomes anti-people.
That's a very broad comment. Gaurav Bhatia, is that what?
Or no. Whether it's NDA, UPA, not interested.
I'm sorry.
Arnab, can I come in?
Yes, please, Gaurav Bhatia. What do you think Mr. Modi meant?
Arnab, I remember Mr. Derek O'Brien's words when you had interviewed Mr. Rahul Gandhi and he had called that interview kindergarten interview. And now after seeing Mr. Narendra Modi, I'm sure that he would say this was a pre-kindergarten interview with Mr. Narendra Modi. But more importantly, I think Mr. Narendra Modi and the BJP has been overconfident in this election. And it is clear that the so-called allies that they could have, got after the results have also been somewhere distanced because of the sharp criticism of Mr. Narendra Modi by going in these strong bastions of these regional parties and then condemning them. So I think, that was not a very good strategy. And over and above that, a person like Mr. Vajpayee or Mr. Manmohan Singh, they have a personality that can work with even difference of opinion and with parties that do not actually agree with the BJP. Mr. Narendra Modi completely lacks that, and I think that would be a big disadvantage even for the BJP. First of all, they are not getting the adequate numbers, so they would be heavily dependent on the allies, and they've already burned all bridges except say one, which is the BSP, because BSP has slippery feet. It would slip towards wherever the power is. But speaking for Mamata Banerjee or for Jayalalithaa ji or for any other regional leader, at least these regional leaders would never come forward to support the Narendra Modi government.
That's your wishful thinking. The fact is Mayawati
No,
said,
that would come true on the 16th.
what? That's your wishful thinking. Ask Mr. Sudhindra Bhadoria.
Not at all.
Like Derek O'Brien knows about the
Can I come
U-turns
in now
made by
that
the Trinamool
Mr.
Congress vis-a-vis the BJP. Nobody better than Sudhindra Bhadoria knows the U-turns that have been made by the BSP. And that's why Derek O'Brien is on the back foot
That's why I'm saying
tonight.
they have slippery feet.
Well, they
might
have
just
slippery
let
feet.
The BJP and no other regional leader.
They have slippery feet.
Well, let me tell you,
There's no
let
back
me
foot.
first tell you about the latest slippery feet of Mr. Mulayam Singh in 2004-3 when Mr. Kesrinath Tripathi was the Speaker of Uttar Pradesh and probably Mr. Gaurav Bhatia was not active in politics then. He should remember.
I was very much active. I have defended the Samajwadi Party government in that
Mulayam
case.
Singh Yadav. One moment, let me complete, Mr.
No, we
Gaurav
didn't.
Bhatia. You had your word, I did not interrupt you. You have the habit of interrupting everybody else. I am having my word, please let
go
me
ahead.
complete and then you have your whole
Your
day
facts
with you.
are not right,
Let
that
me
is
say
why.
this, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, that Mr. Kesrinath Tripathi, I will not let you speak if you don't allow me to complete my word.
Let him complete.
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, do you know that Mr. Kesrinath Tripathi used the anti-defection bill and he jeopardized
don't give
the
me.
entire the spirit of the anti-defection bill. He connived with the BJP and then Mulayam Singh became the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. So don't tell me about the slippery ground. You have been sunk in those slippery grounds yourself. Number one. Number two, as far as Behan Mayawati ji is concerned, she lauded Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who was the NDA leader at that time, and then of course we were supporting and we had our problems with them as well, and we withdrew support, we gave him support. But insofar as Mr. Modi is concerned, unequivocal terms, she has said it in the parliament, she has said it many times, and
Mr.
today again she
One
has
second, 1 second.
reiterated that
Now,
at
Arnab,
no
I
cost
would like to
we will
respond.
support at no. Yes.
No, Gaurav Bhatia, don't get,
No,
I don't
you
want
can,
this, I
of
don't
course
want
you
this
can,
debate to
but-
get into the arena of an Uttar Pradesh rivalry. What I have just been able to successfully
I'm
prove,
not. But
what I have just been able to
Arnab,
successfully
I want
prove,
to tell Mr. Bhadoria that thrice Mayawati had taken support from the BJP and
You are right,
Ms.
you are right, I
Mayawati
know
went to
that.
Gujarat, addressed a rally and she praised
You
Mr.
had
Narendra Modi
you
in
became
Gujarat.
the chief
And that
minister,
is why I
Mr.
said
Gaurav
that the
Bhatia,
BSP has
Mr. Mulayam
slippery
Singh
feet
became
and they might just
connived
slip
with
towards power.
Mr. Kesrinath
And-
Tripathi and BJP and Mr. Rajnath Singh flew to Lucknow and saw to it that he was sworn in as the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh in 2003.
Maybe you were the
What are you
pilot of
talking,
that
Mr.
plane.
Gaurav
Mr.
Bhatia?
Sudhindra
The whole
Bhadoria,
nation knows
were
it.
you the
The whole
pilot
of
of that
Uttar
plane?
Pradesh knows it.
At least
The
nobody
connivance which you have
These
had,
things are not in
and
public.
even
1
this
minute
time,
between
you
both
had
of you.
with
You see, 1 second, as I said,
Hindu Parishad.
as I said,
Riots
Let
that have
me
been
correct
orchestrated
as I said, 1 second,
by
Sudhindra
you
Bhadoria and Gaurav Bhatia, you are both,
rest of
Let
the
me correct
people.
Mr. Bhadoria.
you are both, 1 second.
He was talking about
1 second,
No,
can I
Mr.
say,
Bhatia, you have orchestrated
Bhadoria
communal riots in
spoke
Uttar
about
Pradesh. You are
2004.
trying to polarize
It was-
Uttar Pradesh.
this predictable debate between
Mr.
both of you has to be
Bhadoria.
interrupted, I am afraid.
Mr. Bhadoria,
2003, Mulayam Singh became the
Mr.
chief
Bhadoria
minister.
is
I will have to
actually
stop,
incorrect.
I will have to stop both of you now.
2003.
This
I'll stop both of you now, allow me. 1 second, Gaurav.
Gaurav Bhatia, the whole UP and the country knows it.
Gaurav and Sudhindra Bhadoria, just retreat for a minute. And let's go back to the fact.
I'm not willing to. He's only disturbing.
Okay, 1 minute. Gaurav Bhatia, retreat for a minute. Gaurav Bhatia, concede for a minute. Now, come on, Gaurav Bhatia.
But
I'm telling you as the anchor of the program, concede for a minute. Concede for a minute, I request you. I think we need to really talk straight today with two people. One is Derek O'Brien, one is Sudhindra Bhadoria. And I think we need to tell both of them. I think we need to tell both of them about the deep history, the strong legacy, and the intense cooperation that both their parties have had over years. I'm not saying 1 or 2 years. I am saying over a decade and a half. Mamata Banerjee has had a history of working with the BJP. Because in January 1998, Mamata Banerjee got together with the BJP and gave outside support to the Vajpayee government. In 1991, she became, one second please, she became part of the NDA government 2001, I think, and she became railway minister. Then she quit after the Tehelka expose, but she gave strong support in 2002. Very strong support in 2002 to the NDA government over the censure motion.
Wrong.
What is wrong? Was she not railway minister? Did she support the Vajpayee government? What is wrong?
Please understand.
No, what is wrong?
Arnab, listen. Arnab, listen.
No, because of your extreme comments like Butcher of Gujarat and all, you don't want me to tell you the facts about your previous history with a party which you now denigrate as a party which is led by the Butcher of Gujarat.
Arnab, I'll tell you, Arnab, you did such a good interview yesterday. Now I'm going to ask you, when you were in NDTV, you did this something in 2004. You did an interview of a program in Delhi in 2004. No, now move on. I cannot refer to your NDTV days.
I'm not a politician who keeps changing my ideology and lying. I am telling you about your ideology.
Be serious.
I'm telling you, no, you be serious, Derek. Be serious tonight with me. I'm asking you a serious question. Don't try and trivialize it.
I'm telling you what is my ideology.
No, what is actually incorrect in what I said?
Trinamool Congress is only one. Let me tell you the Trinamool Congress ideology in one sentence, uncomplicated, is we are with the people. Whatever we do, and this election is a referendum.
We are with the people in power.
Incorrect. 6 ministers walked out. We walked out of UPA 2, walked out.
When?
NDA we walked out.
After 2002.
You messed with the people. Talk about 2009 also. Talk about both together.
No, I just want. No, I want to know tonight. I want to know tonight the depth of your ideology, Derek O'Brien. That you walk out over FDI and retail. You break a relationship over FDI and retail, but you don't break a relationship over a riot in which thousands of people are killed. Explain that to me tonight.
I will tell you our depth. Arnab, listen.
As the author of the Butcher of Gujarat comment, explain that to me tonight.
You've used that term already 3 times, so it must have made some impact in your
mind. Does it hurt you? I thought you have a copyright over it.
I think you need to... No. You can use it freely. No problem.
Does my usage put you on the back foot?
Please understand, Arnab. What is this? Listen, let me finish.
No,
the narrative of this election... What?
I'm asking you to explain.
Butcher is not my copyright.
I am asking you to explain in the context of what Narendra Modi has said, the fact that you have had a deep, intense historical relationship with the BJP, which you now want to dissociate yourself against. And Narendra Modi says that maybe the aggression is also part of a strategy, and therefore I'm asking you to explain things today. Derek O'Brien, you're not seeming very comfortable.
I'm explaining it to you very clearly, Arnab. No, I'm not. I'm explaining it to you very clearly. Here is a simple explanation. The All India Trinamool Congress, I heard your interview yesterday, let me say it again. The doors are shut, the keys have been thrown away. How much more direct do you want me to be? Our understanding of this election, the BJP is getting the same arrogant illness of the Congress. Congress so arrogant, BJP is now talking about 300 plus seats. Our understanding is a little different. You may call it contrarian.
Yeah, Derek, just adding to your point. Arnab, the problem that I think everybody is having, and
who's adding to my point? Sanjay Jha is adding to my point. I'm in trouble.
No. One minute. No, you are in trouble anyway. We'll defeat you in West Bengal. That's a different issue. But the point I want to make here is that this is a hypothetical academic discussion because I believe the BJP will not be the single largest party in the elections. But having said that, the biggest problem is that this election, the BJP does not exist. In fact, the problem for any of these so-called potential allies for the BJP that we are talking about is they are dealing with a Narendra Modi and an Amit Shah. And Amit Shah, who is a triple murder accused, fake encounter case, has been to jail. And Narendra Modi, whose past is controversial, colorful, checkered, you call it what you want. So I think all the parties
you're running away from the battlefield. You're unable to fight the same people.
At their own peril,
you're running scared of the same leaders. Your leader, Amethi, I think he's scared of losing elections after Mr. Modi had addressed just one rally there. And you can't still stop bad-mouthing our leaders. I think it's the same leaders who are actually taking the country by storm. Your leaders are scared of falling to the lowest ever tally in the electoral history of the Congress party.
Mr. Rao, the reason why you are anxious and probably worried, and we can understand that, I empathize with you there, is because end of day, as we come close to the D-Day, the hype will no longer sustain you. The hype will no longer sustain you because you're close to D-Day. Now you're going to have the final counting and the results. No more opinion polls to gloat on. No more exit polls to feel very thrilled about. Let's know about the reality.
Come on, it's all there for the people to see on the ground.
Mr. Sanjay Jha
on the ground, you are nowhere in contest. The Congress
1 second, gentlemen,
disappeared.
The single largest
Congress leaders,
Suresh Prabhu,
Mr. Rahul Gandhi,
Suresh Prabhu, 1 second.
are scared of losing this election.
1 minute.
So what else can you expect?
Suresh Prabhu, before I come to you,
for the Congress in
1 minute. Suresh Prabhu, before I come to you, I want to tell Sanjay Jha something. Yeah. Sanjay Jha is feeling very happy today that I am only questioning. He thinks Derek O'Brien for having done U-turns in the past, for Sudhindra Bhadoria for having done U-turns in the past.
He drives straight.
No. Derek.
Ask me what you want.
Just the greatest U-turn.
Arnab, 1 point.
No, I'm saying this on record. The greatest U-turn vis-a-vis Mamata Banerjee has been done, and I'll tell you why on the other side of the break. The greatest U-turn has been done by Congress Party and by Rahul Gandhi. And I'm going to tell you how it's been done.
1 second, Arnab.
When I come out. No, right after the break, and the heat is on you, Derek. There's no escaping what you've done in the past. Back in a few minutes. Suresh Prabhu, I want to go back to you at this stage. You've seen the different responses of our players and different political representatives on the Newshour tonight. What does it tell you? Does it tell you the story of political parties that are play acting till the elections? And in your view, why did Narendra Modi say that what happens in an election campaign is different from what happens after it? Should there not be consistency before and after?
Look at it like this. He made 2 important points. One was the pre-election allies, which there are 25. Now the election is already almost over, so there is no question of getting any new allies before the election. The interview was conducted during election when the election was always over. So what is he going to talk about? He said, I want to work with everybody. The arithmetic of parliament is different, but the chemistry of running the country will be different. Therefore, I want to work with each and every person, irrespective of how many votes or parties that he has. So what is important is he is trying to make a most inclusive statement of saying, I want to really run the country. Running the government is different, running the country is different. See, this is a very statesmanly statement by saying that I want to work with everybody concerned, even if it's communist, even if it's any party. But what he is trying to say is very, very important message of inclusiveness, which what has happened, why is Mr. Modi so popular, is because thanks to all these opposition parties who have been constantly attacking him, creating negativity, and only talk about hate.
You're saying
so the hate campaign, the people have voted against, and therefore he said that India is going to get more than 300 seats.
No, you should ask Mr. Prabhu.
I think all the pre-poll alliance that the BJP is talking about actually has no significance because these are all minor players. And what Mr. Narendra Modi has done, I think the Federal Front constituents would thank Mr. Narendra Modi. He went to all these important big states and he condemned the regional leaders in these states. And that has helped all these parties come together to form a federal front, and it is good for us that the
we are on the issue of interpretation.
Would probably realize their mistake.
No, we are on
now, Mr. Sudhindra Bhadoria made a comment.
No. You between you and Sudhindra Bhadoria, don't get into that one. No. 1 second. Don't get into your UP debate just yet. No squaring off. Derek O'Brien, we have limited time. The question to Derek O'Brien. No. Don't get into your UP fight. Please don't do that.
No, I am not.
No, don't do that.
I was just
you won't settle scores. The debate will go on to midnight. You will still not settle scores with each other.
The BJP and the BSP. That is all.
Take him on.
Okay, fine. Derek O'Brien, why did Mamata Banerjee respond? Why is she? Why? No, 1 second. Derek O'Brien, why don't you
I have immense respect for you, Mr. Bhadoria.
Yes, good. You share your respect after the program. The question is, Mr. Derek O'Brien, why don't you give the interpretation that Suresh Prabhu is giving some sense of sincere thought? You can consider it. Why are you looking at it in a petty partisan manner when Suresh Prabhu is at pains to explain to you that all that Mr. Modi was doing is talking about taking everybody along? Why don't you believe him? Like they took you along when you were with them after the Gujarat riots.
I have a question for Mr. Prabhu.
1 minute.
What are you saying? Then the issue was of corruption. If it's corruption and if it's communal and if it's anti-people, Trinamool's way. Listen, Arnab, 2 points. One, Mr. Suresh Prabhu is certainly entitled to interpreting Mr. Modi's speech. That is not my issue. Not at all. What I want to tell you, Arnab, first, before the break, you told me I'm on the back foot, I'm defensive. Don't read the body language like that. The body language is, listen, there are 150 hours to go for the results. We'll keep coming on your shows till then, because we know, in all our humility, we've done development in Bengal. We will be rewarded on the 16th of May. Till then, you keep calling me and having these discussions where, okay, this is good time pass. But I need to tell you,
Please
Arnab,
don't call this time pass a serious debate. Yeah. Anyway.
No, times now, sorry, times now, not time pass. No, what is serious debate? I know it's a serious debate. You want to know, you want me to interpret Mr. Modi's speech. Mr. Prabhu is doing that for you. You want me to give you a party view. My party view is very clear. We've gone to the people of Bengal with the message of development. Let it be a referendum on the development we've done in Bengal. No Hindu, no Muslim, no caste, no nothing.
The simple question is, were you shadowboxing? Were you shadowboxing? Was this shadowboxing going on till the 12th so that you come together later like you've done in the past?
Please let me tell you, with Mamata Di, there's no shadow, there's WYSIWYG. There's WYSIWYG, not shadowboxing. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. Let me make it absolutely clear.
What did we see? No, one second. What did people see and what did people get when you stuck like glue when you supported the BJP during the censure motion after the Gujarat riots? What did people see and what did people get?
No, you are talking about stuck like glue. Now you are stuck like a broken record.
Why
because you're not letting me explain to you the reason.
You don't want to. Your party leader talks about. You speak about him being the butcher of Gujarat. You are talking about 2002. Therefore,
yes.
If I tell you on national television that you supported them after 2002, then you say it's a broken record. If what I'm saying is a broken record, then what kind of a broken record are you playing?
You need to understand. I think you're not understanding what I'm saying. Mr. Modi's communal, divisive, this tearing apart this country apart is totally unacceptable. Is unacceptable to the All India Trinamool Congress, and he makes it even worse. Now the BJP has got this Congress illness. Let me finish. The BJP has got the Congress illness of this arrogance, bloated up gas balloon. They think they're going to win seats in Bengal. But I must clarify, Mr. Sanjay Jha said, quote unquote, Congress will defeat Trinamool in Bengal. Now, you know, you can't have comedy nights also on Times Now. That's like too much.
Okay,
Derek O'Brien, there are two things I never accept. One is if one trivializes. The other is if you're patronizing. Now I am asking a very serious political question. You are responding in a half serious manner. I'm just placing it on record. We're wrapping up tonight. We're wrapping up tonight.
What is a serious question?
We are wrapping up tonight, and I place on record Derek O'Brien and Sudhindra Bhadoria. The question is, you've done business with the BJP in the past. Will you do business? Will you do business in the future?
I'm answering your question.
Yes, I'm
answering your question. You can't read my lips. You don't understand or not? Now what are you saying?
Local terms by Behan Mayawati in the parliament, in different press conferences, and just today itself, she has said this in Eastern UP that we are not going to have any business with Narendra Modi because of his double-faced talks on the issue of caste, on
Arnab,
where he has
wait till
been
12.
deafening
We'll wait.
silence of Mr. Narendra
Wait
Modi.
until 12.
on
We'll-
Mr.
And
Ram
we
Jahan,
will
the new
wait. You will see how
We will wait, and till then, if anybody needs a lesson in Damsharaj, they can contact Derek O'Brien. Thank you very much for joining me on the Newshour Debate 2 tonight.